straight.
Alright, we
If you
going
know you're
live.
making faces, doing stuff, just be straight. Keep it simple.
I was trying to do something like how you was doing. You had the, I should have did like a,
You should
this sort
post.
of thing.
You should just did something like and
I
practice
did do
like
something.
I'm saying. You should just practice like this,
I
and
did.
then look. Okay, all right. I like that one. So I'm gonna stick with that one. You snap. Oh, I don't like that one. Snap. Oh, I don't like that one. Oh, I don't like that. Dog. You should have did the practice before the snap,
I did. I did.
and you still had to re-snap 3 times.
Well, when I clicked it, because I wasn't looking at it when I clicked off of it on accident.
Everything. Son.
You feel me?
No, man. You gotta make everything fucking rocket science and bi- biological
Okay.
chemistry.
This is live. You know we live. Yo, what's up?
You know we live. How the hell I know we live? Know we live.
Hey, bro, we live. Um,
What's the word? What's the word, y'all? You guys just tuning in. This new little thing we starting where we basically gonna review some battles and talk about some battles. Um, might even show some clips or something, or show a little something from the battle, but just trying to share our perspective on the culture and just shit stuff that's going on. I don't know if we can
talk
title
about
something.
that hot stuff, the hot shit. What's poppin'? What's live?
We don't know if we can curse on YouTube, so we got double check on that. So let's wait to do that first.
Oh, okay.
That's why I ain't gonna show we hitting the vape or hitting the blunt or just like I'm just gonna. Yeah, anyway, let's get to this battle, man. Which one we gonna talk about first?
KShine versus Real Sihk.
KShine versus Real Sick. Man, listen.
Yes, sir.
Let me put my excuse me, y'all. I'm about to put my headphones on 'cause I got audio notes, and it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was looking real dark up in there for Real Sick. Real dark for that nigga. Like he was doing his thing. He was
He
trying to hold
was.
on.
He was.
He was. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting back. I give him that. But it was looking real dark. That nigga K-Shine was just immaculate.
Yeah.
He didn't no stumbles, no slip ups, no chokes.
A good performance. It was amazing. That's the best KShine we done seen in a long time, if you ask me.
Flawless performance. Flawless performance. He had a flawless, phenomenal performance, man. Like, and listen, this ain't me like just being a diehard K Shine fan. It's just me just telling the real. Like he really like shit was up with controlling the crowd. He was
Yeah.
controlling the crowd. He
Yeah.
was like
And it was a Houston crowd, so
the crowd. They hard to please. Like they be on their heads. They not playing. They not about to. What I'm saying, let none of that weak slide. What I'm
hmm
saying, you hit it. And they really like, what I'm saying, the raw street stuff. But it's like K-Shine was cooking so much, like when he said certain bars that was kind of like intricate or like just like a little wordy and like technical, like he
hmm
was still proud and he was cooking. Like,
yeah.
man, go ahead, you can talk about the
Yeah, well, I watched it a second time, and I think with all battles, I think it's important to watch the battles a second time. And so I watched it a second time, and originally I felt like K Shine really slaughtered Real Sihk because his performance was so great. But then when I listened to that second time, I actually thought Real Sihk, he did a good job. He did a good job, but it really couldn't compete with what K Shine was saying. The bars that K Shine had, the name flips, it was just it was out of line. I don't know if anybody could compete with that type of K Shine.
That's what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, I don't think no, like that third round. I was like, I said it in my audio notes. I'm like, man, I don't think nobody could beat that third round. I was
Hmm.
like, it's, it ain't this ain't really his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go to the name. He was like,
The name flips.
hold on, listen. Let me. I'm about to. He said, real sick. He said he started off. He said, you fake ass Johnny Bravo. That was funny. Everybody laughed. That was funny. He said,
That
what
was a
is
good one.
I'm about to do you real sick. He said, making niggas puke when they see you. They gonna be real sick.
Disgusting.
He said, baited him like a fisherman. I had the real sick. That nigga said, he said, put his death on Instagram. I made the real
Real
sick.
sick.
Man, dog. He, man,
The
he,
whole.
he, like the way he drew, like I don't like when niggas drag, the name flips out. They drag certain stuff out. Like the way he dragged it out, it wasn't like a drag. It was like just a extended clip, just busting because he
Well,
really like,
it really reminded me because I've never really paid much attention to the name flips. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening. I like punchers, but with the name flips lately, I promise it seemed like the name flips is what's getting the crowd. They love the name flips, and I think it kind of reminded me a little bit of Rider Battle with who was that I watched him battle. I can't remember. Ryder versus oh uh damn, what's my man's name? The plug.
I don't know.
The plug. You know the plug.
No, I don't.
Um the dude with the glasses.
Man, you gonna make me remember him if I can't remember him.
What I'm
Ryder,
what was the dude name? Let me see.
oh man, just, um, Kid Slade.
Kid Slade, yeah. Ryder versus Kid Slade. I really think that his name flips, he won that battle off of a lot of name flips. He did a lot of name flips in that battle. And I think it kind of reminded me of that. But the name flips and the way that KShine was doing it was really just next level. Especially when he got over to the Sihk name flips in that first round.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, let me see. You get some of the other notes I had. Oh yeah, he said he was like he said he said, "Were you from Jersey?" Sure. So why we will never see sick with the wave? He said
Yes,
knock his
sir.
knock his turban. Was he real sick with the wave? He said somehow knocking his turban off.
Hmm.
We ain't never seen sick with no waves. Man, it was nasty. Like he said he said I have him floating by the border. They had to seasick with a wave. Man,
Crazy.
he was getting crazy. He was getting crazy. I don't think that it was nothing that he could really do. He said, man, when he said he had another hard bar. He said, young niggas, he said my young niggas will take care real sick for 5K like Dr. Sebi. Like
Mm,
Man,
yeah, I remember that bar. He had another bar. I can't remember if it was in the first round or in the second, but it was something to the effect of, he said, "Now y'all'll be sharing the same raps like Surf and Quilly."
you said what?
N-
Oh, the what you said with Quilly? Yeah, that was hard,
I
dog.
I thought,
You get, I think you, hold on. Hold on. Let's don't get too far ahead. So I think that was the third round.
you think that was the third? I think that might have been the second. If it wasn't the first, I think it might have been the second.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But he was like, he said, he was like, he said, he said, even though he ran for his life, he said, he said, he said something about some, even though he ran for his life, he said, when we hit a target, high fives, some we get hyped, like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah. The crowd loved that one. The crowd loved that one.
yeah, I liked that. Like, he said, high fives every time we land, we get hyped. He said, oh, when he said, scope on the tours ran over twice. He said, left chunks of brains and maggot look like lambs over rice.
Yeah, cold.
Cold, descriptive. Like, I don't, I don't feel like real sick could have done nothing with that round. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I'm trying to give him some love and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give him some grace because I feel like he was like, he, like the first round. I mean, like what he came with in the first round. He was like talking about how he said, some of the judges felt like he should have won, and he was like he had to switch up the plan or switch up the view and 100K. Like
Yeah, he put him in the scope.
he put him in the scope and 100K. Like when he said that last bar, 100K. Like he he tried to like. I feel like using a double entendre in a punch like that. You could use that as a fill-in more so. He used it as more like a punchline
Hmm.
for like the ending of his like the lead the build up, and that
Yeah,
shit didn't hit no crowd reaction.
yeah, and
No,
I felt the same way about that bar because it's actually a good it's actually a good metaphor. It's actually a good metaphor. He just used it the wrong way.
it's a metaphor and a double entendre. Yeah, he just used it the wrong. He used it the wrong way. He used it in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
He should
Hmm.
he shouldn't have used that like.
Especially as like a no opener like that. He must have thought that was gonna hit hard.
That's what I'm saying. As an opener, yeah, he thought he was going. He thought it was going to hit hard. That's it, it fell flat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he nah, that
But
wasn't it. So
I gotta say, I think he picked it up after that. His first round was actually harder than I thought it was the first time listening to it. I thought he had a lot of good bars in there.
yeah, he had some good bars. I just like felt like it wasn't enough, man. It was like it wasn't enough at all. Like I feel like he definitely he it was that first round was a little lackluster to me. Like it was a little lackluster. I feel like he definitely man. It was oh he said this one bar that was kind of dope. He said something about strangle him till he died. He said mm, mm. Like he said mm, mm. Sounded like I'm killing the fly.
Yeah,
Like that was cool. You know what
that
I'm saying?
was dope.
That was dope. You know, I
I
thought that was creative. That was a real creative bar.
Yeah, I liked his bar, um, where he was saying something like Um, you know what I learned from all that radiation, you can't get rid of sick with shine. I thought that was a cold bar. I don't think it hit that well. People had to catch on to it.
Yeah, like because he was like he was he was he invested in them.
Yeah.
That's what he invested in them bars. So he expected to hit with that. He gambled like it was like a kid. Like he rolled the dice like he thought he was gonna hit with that. You know what I'm saying? Like he he didn't hit with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that those should have been fill-ins. But it's
Mm.
like he it's like sometimes niggas do
He got to
niggas
punch
use
harder.
it's like sometimes niggas use those bars thinking that they, you know what I'm saying, like gonna be a good punch, or they, gonna hit hard, but it's like they afraid to, you know, try to like push hard to punch harder or find a different bar to end they shit with because that shit be kind of light. Man, my bad,
Hmm.
I'm cursing. It be kind of light, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it was kind of like, it was like, oh yeah, he said the chopper Cuban. He said something about the chopper Cuban. I heard I hold the K low K. I
Yeah,
hold the
that was a dope one.
dope. That was dope. I thought that was dope.
I
I thought
don't
that
know
was dope.
exactly what that mean.
Huh?
I don't know exactly what that mean, but know it's maybe some Spanish or something or some Dominican thing or something. But I felt like the bar hit hard.
You feel like the bar hit hard. What?
I don't know what that mean.
Oh, it's like it's I can't think exactly what it means, but it's just certain stuff that Cubans say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I can't think exactly right now. I can't think exactly. But he he was like he said he was saying some stuff like when he was like put a zipper in his back like a SIM card. He was like pick soft, jigsaw. Like he was spitting when he was trying to spit, but
yeah.
it just wasn't enough. Like I don't know if the oh was that the first or the second? I don't know if that's the first or the second, but he still just wasn't he was it wasn't enough. He
No, it
just wasn't.
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Not nothing compared to what KShine was putting out.
They was messing with him, but like. Second round come. Yeah, that was the first. Second round come. He said, he said, hold on, hold on. He said, I will rip a foe, kick a door on that NJ house. He said, leave. He said, spill real sick thoughts on that couch, like counseling.
Yeah, that was cold.
Cold. That
That
was
was
cold.
cold.
He, he, he came right back in cooking.
Yeah,
Like that's what
yeah. His second round was just as hard as his first. And I was actually surprised. I thought when I was listening back to it the second time around, I thought maybe I would see him lose a little bit of traction, but the second round was just as hard as the first, if not harder.
Yeah, like it seemed like it was like he was going like this.
Yeah.
That's what his performance so immaculate,
Yep.
so dope. You know what I'm saying? I
And
know
he cold with
some
the wordplay.
guys were man, go back and watch it, man. You can
Mhm.
see the crowd, everybody. He was too hype. Man, real sick was looking real sick. Let's keep it. He was looking. He was like he was kind of messed up. Like he was trying to stay focused,
Yeah,
but at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time, hey, like I know in his head, he's like, man. This man is cooking right now.
Yeah, yeah,
He,
he had to be. He had to
he
be. But he
I'm
held his
telling
own though.
you,
He fought back as much as he could. He fought back as much as he could.
he did. I like the part with KShine. It's another part in the second round. He was like, he said, what did he say? He was talking about how they did the verse in the tournament. It was like a tournament where they did like the best verse or something like that. And he was like, the first tournament he had the worst verse. Then the second one he said he had the worst verse again. The worst verse again. He was like him didn't know it wouldn't work versus them. He said that's why the game went on without jersey, like shirts versus skins.
Yeah, yeah, that was cold. He said, "I'll never see you in Jersey. Um, you like the sixth man. You a ghost in Jersey.
Man,
Cold,
dog, like,
cold. I don't even
mm,
wanna. I don't even wanna get to the hottest shit because
bro, hold on.
this second. I think the second round, in my opinion, is better than this first. I'm thinking that right now.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I think so. Hold on, I got more. I got more. He was. He said. He said, letting the nose wet, whatever vet, see sick as a dog. He
Mm.
said, Chopper take his body off his feet. He said, body shift to the morgue. He said, sick, something about putting his body. He said, sick was so airborne, he probably could get through your pores. He said, hold on. He said, raise a menace with a baldy, a Feeney Shakur.
Yeah, it's when he going in.
He said, sticking the hammer, Loki and Thor. He said,
I'm the only one with this hammer. Low key, I'm Thor.
this dog, he said, I'm the only one with the stick in the hammer. Low key, I'm Thor. Oh my God. Oh my God, he was cool. Yeah, that second round was,
Cold.
man, man, he was cooking.
And then the rush hour line.
Huh?
The rush
Yeah,
hour
that
line.
hard.
Super cold.
He was so, that's why his performance was so dope. Cause like how he was performing, he was like, and he could bring it back. He was bringing it back, and he like, I'm the only one with the stick in the hammer. Low key, I'm throwing like the way he was performing.
Yeah.
Man, ain't too many people like you got rock, you got surf. You know what I'm saying? Like of course, you know what I'm saying. Lux too. Like it's just certain people where they performances be just man, like that's where that can really get you too. You know, get the crowd too, like the performance and how they perform and they, you know what I'm saying, them bars that they, they getting out. Cause
Right.
man, like man, he was getting off. Like
Yeah,
man, he
he
was getting off.
was.
Yeah, I got more. Hold on. He said have him in the hospital, hurt and dizzy. That's what he. Yeah, that was the second round. You right. He said, yeah, you was right. He said have him in the hospital, hurt and dizzy.
Hmm.
With the crap, like surfing quick.
Super cold. Super cold.
Man, that was a nasty. That bar was nasty. That bar was man. He was saying stuff that was like I'm like man, like he was like so like the conviction, just like man he was
It was on point.
the writing that he like the penning like you gotta you know what I'm saying you gotta like he
His
made
wordplay is super crazy.
if yes, if you didn't think that he was a pen before, you had to consider the pens. Forget the fans, the crowd, the battle rap committee. The pens, most importantly, they
Hmm.
know, they heard that how he was
Right.
pinning. They was like, man,
Too
man,
cold.
too cold. I don't see nobody beating
That
that.
nigga was the main character.
I thought it, okay. This the this is third round. The third round. Um, what was the second round? I think it was the second round. Yeah, Real Sick came back. Second, the Real Sick was going second, right?
Uh, yeah, he was going second.
He like he was he was like trying to, you know what I'm saying, like
Fight back.
fight back. Yeah, but it was like it just wasn't hitting hard,
It
man.
wasn't hitting hard enough, and not like what KShine had did. Not at
Man, his
all.
the stuff that he was saying was so dope and so cold. It was making Sick look mediocre,
Yeah,
but he not, and
he
and that
actually did
battle
a good job.
actually wasn't mediocre,
Yeah,
but it looked mediocre.
yeah, yeah. He made his raps look bad.
That's why K Shine at the part at some point he was talking to the fans. He was like levels, level. He like level.
I
And
think
he
it
right.
that kind of remind me of I know it ain't necessarily the same thing, but Nagichi, the Geechee Gotti one rounder with Mike P, where it was like after Geechee Gotti did what he did, it really didn't matter what Mike P was gonna say after that.
What was that last part you said?
After Geechee Gotti did what he did,
Mhm.
it really didn't matter what Mike P said after that. It
No,
really
it
didn't matter.
really mattered. Like he had to say like something really. He had to be captivating. Like other than that, like everybody really was ready to like just to leave.
Yeah.
Battle over with. Just the last battle. And then we still rapping. That's how they was looking like he don't know it's over. Like for real, man. Like I like Mike P. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to Mike P. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Mike P. But I just
Hmm.
thinking Geechee was cooking. That just was like so. I feel you on that. But let's
Yeah.
get to the third round. I'm going to wrap this up. Like man, K-Shine came out cooking again, slow cooking. Like he was like slow cooking. Like that's the vet stuff that he was doing. He was like,
Hmm.
yeah. He just was talking to him a little bit, playing like he was like,
Right.
he said, I shoot all niggas, small niggas,
Yeah.
all white niggas,
The
tall
rock.
niggas. Then what he say? He said, the right niggas, the wrong niggas. He said something about strong. He said strong niggas and squeeze his arm. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like,
Slow
dog.
cooking.
Hold on. What? I didn't get this part. He said t-shirt, t-shirt on a Scottish man, overkill. Oh, that's overkill.
I had to listen to that bar a couple times myself,
You still
and I think it was a reach, but I'm thinking he mean t-shirt on a Scottish man. Scottish people wear kilts, so maybe he's saying over kilt. That's what I was thinking. That was the conclusion that I came to.
oh, that's a good catch. Good catch.
Hmm.
Good catch. Yeah, that's it.
But I
Yeah.
think I think that was a reach.
Now I don't think that was much to reach.
I do.
He said that's overkill. That like that you tripping, you bugging. You
T-shirt on
tripping.
the Scottish man. That's overkill.
Yeah, you thinking that ain't that yeah that's overkill. Like Yeah, that's not. Yeah, man, that's not a reach. Yeah, man, that's not a reach, dog. I think that was.
Okay, if it ain't a reach, is just not. It's not a very impressive bar to me. It's not a very impressive bar. But I mean, everything, whether you see it as filler or what,
Yeah, but look, okay, he was like, he says he stopped with that and he started. He was like something about swinging with the strap, like something about how you had to some something with a gun. He was like, you gotta have shoulder skill. And then he was like, it wasn't like it wasn't the end all. He
hmm
didn't use it like that. They just they reacted, so he had to stop it like that.
hmm
Like breathe, like if I'm not mistaken, he wasn't using that like a punch. You know what I'm saying? It was like a jab. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a punch. It was like you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like no real punch. It wasn't no
hmm
haymaker. And like, but he was like, he said, hold on. He said, I run up on your Indian princess real close and peel, like my love. But I gotta take your soul for real.
Yeah, yeah, super cold.
Hey, how he really walked up on her and how he just really like, man, it was cold. Like his performance, man, the way he performed it. Like if he would have just stayed over on the side of Real Sick, as far as our camera view,
Right.
watching the TV, you know what I'm saying, or watching on the phone, he on the left. If he would have remained on the left and wasn't on her when he said that, it wouldn't have hit that hard, man. And it
Nuh-uh.
slid on her like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot him, kill him. Like that was hard. That
Yeah.
was hard. That was
Super
hard.
hard.
It was
Super
hard,
hard.
man. Then oh, he said, I wish he would drive by. I'll be waiting for waiting with a tech for him. He said 30. He said I'll put 30 in that whip like a Mexican. Then he said, hold on. He said I'm trying to bring the death. I'm trying to bring the death to him. I was pressed. He was pissed, something like that, when they
hmm
found out it was him. He said I was crushed. He said I was crushed when I found out it wasn't him. Man, dog, I can't remember the bro. I messed up on that. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. But it was like it was something he was leading up to it. This is the last part. This like that when he was cooking to it with the just how he was pinning. Like man, here we go. He said every time real sick spit like gingivitis. I got a problem with that shit. Like colitis. He said, bunch of fast ass raps. I know y'all think sick the nicest. I know y'all on sick side, but we gotta have appendicitis.
Yeah. Yeah. That was cold.
No,
That
the
was
pen.
cold.
I was like, man, dog, that third round, I'm like, man, I'm like, he can't do nothing with this. Because it's a bar that I'm about to get to that he said about the when he was like the hole in the wall, bro. I'm like, and then it was so much pressure on Sick that he choked. He messed up. He choked twice.
I
He
don't think he
choked.
was choking. He said his mouth was dry.
What you talking about?
No, he didn't choke.
Do you know what a choke is? Hey, anybody that see this, please, man, please, if y'all see this, you know, so I'm hoping y'all still tuned in. Please, can y'all help little bro, like explain what y'all opinion is, and we gonna like go off that, and we gonna kind of engage, and we gonna do some research too, like what a real choke is, because that's a choke. You forget your raps and you like tongue twist and get stuck on them, and then you start over. You got twisted up, fumbled, stumbled. and start it over, and then do it again, that's definitely at least one choke. If you do it again, you stumble on the same part again, and then you talk to the crowd, you like, it's see, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote it like that. It's hard to say. You keep explaining why you. I don't know. I've been cursing anyways. If you get explaining why you fucking up like that's a choke. Choke, choke, man.
I mean, it really don't matter. For real, for real. It was a 30. It was a 30. And it was, I don't know, it was one of the most vicious 30s that I've seen in a while.
You said what?
It was one of the most vicious 30s that I've seen in a while.
Wow, dog. I'm trying to remember the part he said. He was like, he said, um, he said something about shoot at his mama house, left a hole in the wall. Something about she was peeking out, like I don't know him from a hole in the
Hole in the
wall.
wall.
Dog,
Yeah.
dog, like he was man. And then Sihk, you know what I'm saying? He had them. He messed up. He was fucking up. Like so, it was over. It was over. That third round. That was. They were saying 30 in the middle. I think of KShine third round.
Mm-hmm.
The middle. I think they were saying 30. So it's a 30 piece, man.
I think it
You know.
was. I think it was. But, you
I
know,
think, man, 30. You know, gentlemen's 30. That was a big 30.
I think I
That was a
think Real
30.
Sick get an honorable mention for
Honorable
swimming.
mention. You said honorable mention. I like the way you put that. That was, that was cool. But that should tell him that he need to go back to the drawing board and he need to map out and basically
It's good. It's a
with
good learning experience.
strong suits and figure out which ones he should stick to and which ones that he maybe should do some adjusting to or get rid of. Like it's just certain stuff that I feel like he still do that I feel like he kind of sometimes getting too much into the gun bar stuff sometimes. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? It's like spitting, you know what I'm saying? Saying something where you can just be spitting. Like he was doing that a little bit this round, but I felt a little bit, but I felt like it was kind of hard to do that with this Houston crowd. But I felt like he could have did it, and I just felt like he didn't do it that much throughout the whole entire battle. I feel like he
Hmm.
just did, but I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna lie. I'll watch it again just for the thing. And I don't even like to watch, you know what I'm saying, 30s like that. Like I'll probably like it's so much of a dope just 30 like
Hmm.
fast forward past some of the six
Super
30
clean.
like
Super
super
clean.
clean
Every round sound like the first round.
first round. Every round. Every round sounded like it could have been a third round.
Hmm.
Every sounded like the first, every certain round sounded like it could have been a third round. Like every round sounded like it could have been like, oh, you done right here. This is it. This is the third. This that's a nice finish.
Yeah.
That's a nice like he finished them. How he finished them was like it was like he was concluding the battle. You know what I'm saying? He was wrapping him up. No pun intended.
Oh, I do want to mention. I think I don't know. It was kind of a reach to me,
Come
but
on.
I think it was over. I think it might have even been over a lot of people's heads. But he said, "Cold, sick in the body. No, cold, sick. I'ma need me a body."
That was cold. That wasn't a reach. That was cold. Called it
the way he said it,
because he did. It wasn't a punch.
the way he said it though, the way he said it,
It
the
was just
way
an ending. It
the
was a
way
cold.
it. I don't know if it was a cold ending. I don't
It
know if it,
was. It was because why don't you think it was a cold ending? You feel like
because the
some
way I feel like he ain't say it the right way. The way he said it, it didn't sound the way it sounded like
because
a reach. The way he said
he,
it.
he did it like a vet. He did it like you will catch it later. What Lux be saying to the way he said it? You will catch it later, dummy. That's how he said it. He just said like for you to catch it then. I don't care if you catch it then. I'm saying some cold shit. But you might not. Yeah, you don't.
No, I don't know. I think that was a reach. I think that
I
was a
don't think.
reach the way he said it.
I think he said it right before he said it's in the slogan.
No, yeah, that was his last bar. His
That's fine.
of his second round.
Like man, he like he. I love the fact that he didn't do nothing. Like dang, y'all didn't catch that. It was no reaction and no like letdown. I love that. I love that. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, let's wrap this one up, man. Y'all get with us.
clear
Gonna
30.
wrap and yeah, man, we get back with y'all
I would
and
like to see KShine continue to perform like that.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I think that's
yeah,
what battle rap need right now.
yeah, yeah. No, for real, that's a good add on. I like that you said that. I love that. Like for real, I like that for real because that's what we need right now. We need some real like high performances, like just kicking a nigga ass.
Yeah. Uh,
And real quick, I swear, like if you see this, anybody here, that's a fan of him, I don't mean no disrespect to him. He did fight back and he did try to do his thing. I just felt like he needs to add more to his arsenal, or he need to do some readjustment to certain things that his strong suits. And I just think that he just need to come a little extra harder. You know what I'm saying with like them punches and them kind of light haymakers because they don't be
yeah.
like haymakers, like kind of light haymakers. Like other than that though, you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like somebody else might have would have just folded. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Danny Myers, he a goat in our book, but he folded against him,
Yeah.
and that looked good. Like he didn't fold
Right.
because he was kind of they was kind of giving him a little bit of a dry, rough time. It wasn't a rough time, but it was a little dry. It
Yeah.
was a little chafed, like skin, like white skin in the winter. It's a little chafed, like it was rough, but it was a little chafed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you all right, y'all. Hope y'all get with us again. We can, maybe y'all can tap in with us when we doing a live, or y'all
Absolutely.
thoughts, y'all opinions. Leave in the comments. We would love to, just hear, what y'all might have to say. Any feedback, that's gonna make it better, to give y'all better content. But we just got to do this,
Yeah.
and yeah, we love this shit, man. So, all right, y'all. Yeah, everybody, what I'm saying, be peaceful, be safe, you know, live, love, and let live.